Jeremy Hutchinson, who has died at the age of 102, gained a reputation as one of the greatest advocates of his time. He made his reputation in high-profile obscenity trials from an era when the establishment was under attack from a more liberal social order. He was on the team that defended the publishers of Lady Chatterley's Lover. Other clients included Christine Keeler and Soviet spy George Blake. He was the model for John Mortimer's character Rumpole of the Bailey. Jeremy Nicholas Hutchinson was born in London on March 28, 1915, the son of a noted barrister, St. John Hutchinson QC, and his wife Mary Barnes. Both were active members of the literary Bloomsbury set, counting writers such as T.S. Eliot and Aldous Huxley as friends. His mother became the model for Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway and had a long affair with Woolf's brother-in-law, Clive Bell. He underwent a solid middle-class education at Stowe School before going to Magdalen College, Oxford, where he read philosophy, politics, and economics, a degree that was then referred to as modern greats. Called to the bar in 1939, his career was interrupted by the outbreak of World War II and he joined the Royal Naval Volunteer Reserve. In 1940 he married the actress Peggy Ashcroft, 7 years his senior, after a whirlwind courtship that started when he talked his way into her dressing room in a Brighton theatre. He put this success down to his naval uniform, the only time in my life when I looked really attractive, and the couple were married 6 months later. A year later he was floating in the sea off Crete after his ship, the destroyer HMS Kelly, was sunk by a German bomber. Hutchinson and his dashing skipper, Lord Louis Mountbatten, clung to a life raft and sang songs to keep up their spirits. A man of impeccable liberal credentials, Hutchinson became a Labour candidate in the 1945 general election, encouraged by an Admiralty decision to give an extra month's leave to anyone who stood for Parliament. He took on the safe Conservative seat of Westminster, which contained 10 Downing Street, and recalled knocking on the door in a bid to canvass the Prime Minister, Winston Churchill. The great man was away, but Hutchinson cheerfully gave a speech to his staff. His driver on that occasion was a young firebrand named Tony Benn. After his inevitable defeat he turned his attention to carving out a career at the criminal bar, where he was able to bring to bear his liberal outlook and his passion for social reform. A man seemingly possessed of amazing good luck, he financed his early legal career by selling a valuable Monet painting he had inherited. In 1960, he was part of the team that defended Penguin Books after it published D. H. Lawrence's novel Lady Chatterley's Lover. Hutchinson had cannily pushed for as many women jurors as he could get. "I've always taken the view that women are much more sensible about sex," he later said. "Men get so worked up about it." The trial was notable for the comment by Mervyn Griffiths-Jones, the QC leading for the Crown, who asked the jury, "Is it a book that you would even wish your wife or your servants to read?" The remark merely underlined the yawning gap between the establishment and the rest of society. Penguin was acquitted and sales of the book soared.